Conversation Project is about conversations, things that people are talking about. We've thrown in some things here or there to test the waters on how people are conversating and what they're talking about. Some have worked, some have not worked. Some are some new sort of things that make things easier for production. They've not worked. Some things are a little harder and kind of stressful to do. Those have worked. So as we retool, remake what we're doing here, an overall theme, we are going to keep producing and you keep telling us what's going on in conversational wise. One story, one topic, one thing that's been a big conversation point for many years that has died down in random conversations, general conversation, is ISIS. ISIS didn't go away. ISIS is still there, and ISIS is actually seeing a bit of resurgence after the fall of the Syrian government, where it should be more safe, if you will, but pockets of ISIS and ISIL and things are coming back to life all over the place. And we're going to talk about a man from Long Beach who did the dumbest thing I can think of, but for him, it seemed like the way to go. Happening on yesterday, 28-year-old Long Beach resident Mark Lorenzo Villanueva was arrested for attempting to join ISIS, or actually arrested for attempting to provide material support for ISIS. As prosecutors say, he sent dozens of payments totaling about $1,615 over time to intermediaries overseas and pledged allegiance to ISIS in social media, basically saying eventually he's going to get there. If he's convicted of this charge of the money, he can face 20 years in prison, so it will take a while to get there. He allegedly used social media to communicate with two individuals who identified themselves as ISIS fighters, and he wrote, "It is an honor to fight and die for our faith. Someday soon, I'll be joining." He also claimed to possess a bomb of his own, and this is the picture of the bomb, and many knives. FBI agents received what appears to be explosive device in his bedroom. During the arrest, they also see loaded guns, two of them, 6 magazines, other items, including the knives as well. Western Union records confirmed 12 payments sent over 5 months to people he deemed as ISIS folks. Federal response to the terrorist action was pretty swift, pretty much, what you expect. Federals emphasize that supporting terrorist groups poses serious threats to U.S. and to people who think they're talking to people, whether they're actually connected to real terrorists or being faked out in some sort of dark web thing. Prosecution is being led by the U.S. Attorney's Office of California's Central District, with the FBI's Joint Terrorist Task Force continuing its investigation into the groups he's talking to. But this guy is pretty much caught dead to rights. Law enforcement intercepted the potential funds and the plot without any escalation. It's all great. Prompt action kept anything from going out of the ordinary. But of course, this is bringing up the thought of radicalization maybe going deeper than we think, and maybe more people are getting involved in radicalization, especially with people like ISIS, than we're talking about now, because we're not talking about it. The charges are based on the allegations. Of course, innocence is always presumed before proven in court, but right now looks like Villanueva is essentially putting himself out there to be taken, although he probably would rather be taken in by the other forces. Small-scale financial transfers and online communications can trigger severe federal charges, and tied to terrorism is a big thing. People are usually looking for the big act, the big cash flow, something that's going to fund things. It's people doing the things that we ask you to do for your political donations. $5 here, $10 here, small donations that make a difference, and small donations from people who we don't know and who are sympathizing for things of, let's just say, pure evil, make the difference. We're not going to say any good words for Villanueva because we don't. He's going away. I'm pretty sure this case is about as cut as dry we're going to get. And we're not talking much about the ISIS fight, the ISIL fight, whichever branch you want to get into, because they have seemed to not be on the front burner at the moment. They're not attacking us directly. That may be a good administration thing. It may be just they hadn't got around to us yet after other things. We shall see. We shall also see how this thing plays out in court very soon.